starting with you, Mr. Kaiwan. When we look at the Jew population in the US, it nearly makes 2% of the entire population of the United States. But obviously we see Jews, sitting in big offices, holding all the big positions. So is it just because of this one reason that they are involved in all the decision-making process within the US, that all US presidential candidates try to appease them, they seek their approval, and they know that without their consent, they are not going to make it?
Right. First of all, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, it's quite a loud minority, isn't it? The Jew population, when we quantify, we don't really find enough numbers.
Yeah.
But when we look at their power, when we look at their influence over the power brokers, we find out that there are quite enough numbers to create ripples all across the globe, for that matter. But when we look at it from the media perspective, since I am a specialist in media perspectives and narratives, the story that we are towing to the population to create populist narratives in the trickle down, those stories are actually creating more impact than what is actually happening on the ground. And the reality on the ground is also being perceived differently by a lot of different people in America, a lot of different people in different parts of the world. And if you talk of our own country as well, then the people over here have a different perception regarding whatever else is happening in Israel, in Palestine, and how the power brokers are calling those shots from all across the globe, in America as well. But when we look at the presidential candidates right now and their tussle in between their own candidacy, we see that there is a lot of indecisiveness regarding how they are going to approach the very immediate future. And when we speak of Kamala Harris, we see that up until only recently, she was not even in contention.
Yes,
but now her policies have changed now that she is in contention. Now that the role has changed, the expectations have changed, the narrative, her approach, and a lot of lines seem to be contradicting whatever else she was saying only but a few months ago.
Right.
So that is going to be changing. People are going to be losing a lot of short-term memory as well, and they won't even know what hit them.
But whatever policies they had, obviously she was part and parcel of all those policies. So can she get away with that? Can she go scot-free? That she's not responsible for being a part of that?
Whatever serves the purpose of the population in totality, whatever serves the purpose of the majority of the people. And if they see themselves growing because of whatever moral, immoral policies from their upcoming president, they eventually are going to be okay with it. It all comes down to and boils down to the capitalist market. And if they are getting what they need on an individual level in their households, eventually the moral implications are going to fizzle out, and the people are going to be okay with whatever happened, so that they achieve better goals, they grow in the society, and success follows them. And that is the ideology of every middle class majority population in every country, even in America. So whatever serves the purpose in majority in the United States of America is going to be accepted by the people eventually.